Okay, so guys, this is your first position for today. We are looking at endgames. So let's think about this position. It's a rook endgame. White pawn is about to promote. You have a rook. Black has just come behind the pawn. Black king is more active. Your king is here. What will you play here for white is the question. So you can think and decide. We're looking at some rook endgames today first. So you can take 2 minutes to think and then we will discuss the moves. No talking. Anybody already decided? All three of you decided?
No.
Uh-huh. Decided? Sure. Okay. I'll give some more time for Saksham to decide and then Renal as well and then we will discuss.
It's very long way. I think I'm decided a wrong decision.
Okay, so let's start with Yogit. What will you play?
Rook to D7.
Huh. Rook d7. Saksham?
Wait,
Not decided. Okay. Veer Vikram?
D7.
Okay, alright. So then both of you need to think more. Maybe it's correct, but do you think what happens after that as well, all that? Until then, Saksham and Tandrinil can decide what to play here. Both of you can think about what happens after you move, or is there a better move and all that. That's what you should do in your time. When you're making a decision about what's next, you should think about everything and think about what happens after your move. Yes, Saksham?
Sir, rook to F1.
Rook to f1. Okay, I move my king.
I take the pawn on F7.
You take the pawn on f7. And then what will he do?
You will take the pawn.
He will take your h pawn. And you will take the
After
g
that-
pawn. Well, first of all, after rook f1, I can just go here. King g6. Now, you both are saying rook to d7, right? Rook d7, yeah. I'll just play king e6. Your rook is attacked. You have to move it, and then I take your pawn. So that was a casual decision what both of you decided. You didn't think about what black will do. That's a problem.
At least
You are like saying, one second. You are like saying, I'm defending my pawn, I'm attacking your pawn, it's a good move. It's not a good move. You have to see opponent's best move because opponent will play best move. And when he plays this, you're in a losing position now. Because your pawn is gone, you'll have to move your rook. Your pawn is gone, and his king is more active, and he's going to win this. So that is why when you make a move, calculate properly. Yeah.
But if we promote, then when rook takes back, we'll also have time to save the rook. And then after,
You're gonna promote now.
yes, and then when
Oh,
rook
rook
takes
takes.
back, then I can save the rook.
You can save the rook now also. I'm not saying you lose a rook. Who's saying you lose a rook? Did I say you lose a rook? Just because black is attacking your rook is gone. Huh?
Your pawn.
You can. Your pawn is gone,
Your
not
pawn-
your rook.
Yes, you did
One
not
second,
try to
Saksham.
do it.
So you are doing so much to defend your pawn, but your pawn is gone. That's a problem. Not that your rook is gone. Your rook will. One second. Your rook can move now or after promotion. Rook can move, but your pawn is gone, and black will be up by one pawn.
But
That's
then we can play rook to A7.
after promotion. Rook takes. You play rook a7. I'll come back to c4. Just because you attack a pawn, I'm going to give you the pawn. See, you have to calculate move by move. What happens after each move you have to see. So the move rook d7 is a blunder
Our
because
pawn is
of king
much
a6.
better, that's why.
Yeah, so rook was over here. So we need to find that winning one. Now Saksham's move rook f1. Again, king will just come to e6 or g6 and then they will take your pawn and it's going to be good for them. Because their king is more active. Your king is not active. So right now all your hope depends on this pawn. If that pawn wins it for you, you win. Otherwise, you lose the pawn. Your king is not happy. He will come in and he will win. So this is a very important move you have to find. So you have to take your time to find the move. Not decide so fast. It is not a difficult move. If you think properly, you can find the winning move. There's only one winning move here for white. Let's take some time and find out.
Is it?
No, it's you have to find out. White to play. It could be anything, Saksham. You need to think about the position and decide. Then Rinya, please focus on the position and try to find the only winning move in this position.
I think so. I got it.
Veer Vikram, what do you do when you have seen a good move? Calculate what happens next.
Sir, I've already calculated.
You're sure?
Yes, sir.
100% sure?
Yes.
Okay, fine. What is it?
So it's rook to c1.
Okay, what do you think, Yogit, about Veer Vikram's move rook to c1? Is it good? No, bad. Saksham? What do you think of rook c1?
Fine.
Fine or good or bad? You're saying it's just okay.
Yeah, just okay.
It's not winning. It's also not bad.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Not that bad. He's saying that.
What do you mean not that bad? You have to make a decision properly, Saksham.
Sir, it's good.
If you are saying fine, not that bad, that means you don't know what it is. So try to understand what happened. It's bad, okay. 1 second, Veer Vikram. So Saksham and Yogit, after rook c1, why do you say it's bad? What will your opponent do?
The rook takes rook
Hmm.
and king takes
Back.
back
Huh.
and pawn promotes.
So then it's good now. How is it bad? You're saying rook c1, rook takes, king takes, and pawn promote. Then it's good for you, na? Why do you say it's a bad move? That means rook c1 is a winning move. This is the move that wins. So well done, Veer Vikram, for finding it. Even after he told it, both of you didn't calculate properly. Yogit calculated, but you're saying in the opposite. You're saying it is bad. It is a good move. This is the move that wins. Because now rook takes, king takes, the pawn will promote, like you said. And if rook takes pawn, you take the rook. Right? So always put your rook behind the pawn and always look for different moves. Don't just play the most obvious move. Take your time to find out good moves. So good moves take time. When you play fast, you will not find good moves. You will just find like casual obvious moves. If you want to find good moves, you need to spend time on the position when you play also. So here rook c1 wins the
But sir,
game.
when we have like less than 1 minute.
That is very rare. Having less than 1 minute is very rare. You guys are playing like rocket in the beginning itself. How will you go to less than 1 minute? Okay, let's look at another rook endgame. This is also a very important rook endgame. So from the last one we learned that try to keep your rooks behind the pawn. Okay. This is white to play. The question is, the main position is yet to be reached. What will you do for white? What's the next step in this position? Black has just moved the king here. If you are white, what will you do? For this one, no need to think that much. I'm just asking you what's the best move here. Not a winning move yet. What's the best option for white? What do you say?
Sir,
Yeah.
pick the pawns.
Pick the pawns. How?
Rook to a8.
Rook to a8.
Sir, can I?
One second, one person at a time. There, patience. First, you need to be calm. So, rook to a8, you're attacking my pawn. I also play rook d5. You take my pawn, I take your pawn. And I'm still a pawn up, no? So, that's not good for you. Veer Vikram?
So we will push the pawn forward.
Yeah, the best option here is to push your pawn forward. But only if you know that this is going to be winning. Because, one second. So, your rook is in front of the pawn. That is something we don't want, right? We want the rook behind the pawn. This would be great if the rook is behind the pawn. Then you can promote without any problem. But now, black comes here. Now what to do?
Push the pawn.
Push the pawn, yeah. But then comes the problem. Let's say he plays king e7.
Sir, we should not move the pawn forward because the pawn is protecting the rook from that king. Because if
Oh,
without
this
the
square.
pawn
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will be
Okay.
bad, then it will be gone.
So you're saying let this pawn stay, but then the king will just come here, here, and pick up.
Yeah. got
Your
it.
pawn is like stuck there, so he'll just come and pick it up if you don't do
Can
anything.
you check?
No, how? Rook gets unchecked and move the king.
If
That
you
only
check
helps
it.
your opponent. Yeah, your opponent wants to bring the king, so he'll just bring the king.
Yeah, you
So
should not-
pushing the pawn is winning only if you find the next move. So king will come closer. He's going to come and pick up the pawn. He'll bring king here, and pick up. But white can still win this. One more move afterwards, white cannot win this. Black will get that pawn. If you allow one more move, black will take the pawn. After king move takes. But right now is the last chance for white to win this. Our rook is in front of the pawn. We need to do some magic to make the pawn promote. So let's think for 2 minutes and find out the winning move for white.
So,
Yeah, decided, sure.
yeah.
You calculate what happens after you move.
Yes.
Okay, fine. What does you move?
Rook to a8.
Rook to 8. Yogit Veer Vikram and then Riniar. If Saksham plays rook 8, what will black do? I'll give first chance to Tendriniar. Let's say he moves his rook. What will we do, Tendriniar, for black? What does black want to do? If white moves the rook away. If this rook is not there, what will black do, Tendriniar?
Black will catch at the pawn.
That's what I'm asking now. So Saksham is playing rook to 8. Yeah? Tendrinial will take the pawn. What will Saksham do? Now Saksham will tell
Rook
you.
to a7.
Exactly, rook a7. So it
Sir,
looks
you
like.
said about promoting the pawn, not taking the rook, sir. It's a rook.
So taking the rook is not winning, is it, according to you? So you'll only promote and win. What is this logic, Veer Vikram? Rook will take the pawn because pawn is going to promote. If pawn is not going to promote, rook will not take the pawn. So I'm not saying you have to win by promoting the pawn. You have to use your logic properly. What is this? I'll promote and only win. If you're getting your opponent's rook, then how is it not winning for you? Your aim is to win the game. There is no specific way to win the game.
I have a doubt.
Yes, Saksham.
Sir, but if the rook is gone, black rook is gone.
Huh.
But after that, we take both the black pawns.
Huh.
It will become a draw, right?
So we'll get there. So we want to play rook to 8, right? White is about to promote. So black will of course give up the rook whether you promote or don't promote. So you cannot get a queen and win. That's not possible. Even if you promote, black will take the queen. So you won't have an extra queen. That's not possible here. Rook is behind the pawn. So rook will take. And now Yogit, what is the winning move that Saksham told?
Sir, rook to a7.
Yeah. Now rook a7. So it looked like we gave up the pawn, but now we're getting the rook. And
So
now,
draw thing.
no, it won't be a draw. You can win with the rook. Veer Vikram is an expert on how to give checkmate with the rook, right?
Yes, sir.
He will show. So how many of you know, other than Veer Vikram, how to give checkmate with one rook?
I don't know.
So we will learn it now. So first, we have to take these pawns, right? Otherwise, if you try checkmate, then these pawns will try running and we'll be worried. So first, we'll take these pawns. So how do we pick up these pawns?
Just move the.
Yeah, move the king.
Yeah.
Here, let's say he pushes his pawn. We'll take.
We take.
If he pushes the pawn,
We just move the rook.
yeah. So he'll bring his king also closer.
I don't.
So what's the next step, Veer Vikram?
Hmm.
We need to get this pawn.
King to b4.
King to b4. Okay. Now what do we? Let's say black plays this. Now Yogit, what will you do for white? We want to get this pawn. How do we do that?
Rook to h4.
Rook to h4 or rook to c7? Both are good. Rook to h4 is also equally good.
Sir,
Yes,
rook
what?
to d7.
Rook d7 is also good because the king will move away and you can take. So either way, king moves. Now Tendrinial, what will we do for white? Can we capture the pawn? Why not Tendrinial?
Check from king.
Check from king as in? You're saying king takes pawn, huh? If rook takes pawn, can the rook take the pawn Tendrinial? Can the white rook take this pawn? Why not? What's the problem?
King will catch it.
king will come here and take your rook. Can a king come next to your king? Yes or no, then? Can this king come here? So then can the rook take the pawn? Is it a good move for the rook to take the pawn? Yeah, of course, you have to capture. Otherwise, how will you win? You have to take. Don't worry about king taking your rook. There is support. If there is support, how will the king take? King is supporting it, no? So now you've captured everything. Now the next step is to give checkmate. So for that, you have to push the black king. So king and rook is winning. If it was a bishop, it's a draw. If this was a knight, draw. If there were two knights, still a draw. But if you have a rook, you can win.
But if there are two bishops?
Two bishops is winning. Just like two rooks, you're covering lines. 1 second. With two rooks, you'll be covering lines. With two bishops, you'll be covering diagonals. So that's also winning. It will take more work, but it's winning. But it's a very rare situation, so we'll not go there. This is very common. Having one rook extra is a very common thing. So that we have to know how to win. So you basically bring a king and rook closer to this king. Push him. Push him to this side, or this side, or that side, or this side. So right now he is on this side. So we want to push him to the last corner of the board. So what do we do next? Suction. How do we continue? Yeah, what next?
King to C.
3. Yeah, we bring the king and rook closer. Now, can anyone tell me the next move for white? Yes, Veer Vikram.
Then we can play rook to d4.
Okay, Saksham.
Rook to e4.
That's the problem. Don't give the check, then the king will run this side, na? You will just be chasing the chicken all over the board. So we don't want that. We want to keep the king on this side. So don't allow the king to escape. Then your job will be very hard to checkmate him. So restrict the king. Rook d4. Keep the king on that side. Don't let him out of there. So let's say he goes here. What to play, Yogit, if you are white? We don't want the king to escape, either here or there. We want him to stay on this side.
Sir, rook to d3.
You are not listening, Yogit. What did I just say? If you play rook d3, where will the king go, Yogit?
Up.
Your name is Yogita. Where will the king go, Yogit?
Up.
So do you want the king to go there? Then why did you play rook d3? So before you make the move, you have to think, Yogit, not after. Before you make the move, think about what my opponent will do. Saksham?
Rook to h4.
Then why do you? Then he will. See, you have to stay this side. Though if you run that side, then king will again go here and there. We need to keep our pieces here, his pieces that, his king that side. Veer Vikram.
We will play king to e4.
Exactly. Just stay in the same position without giving him an inch. Don't let him move even anywhere closer. Let him stay on this side. We are also staying that side. This is a waiting move. Now king moves. Now it's time to get closer. Yogit, how do we get closer now? What's the next move?
Sir, king to c3.
Then again same position will happen. No? That's the second time same position will happen. He'll go back to e3. Saksham? We can't get closer, huh?
Can.
How?
The rook to d3.
Exactly. You bring your rook. You have to get closer to opponent's king, Yogit. Only then you will be able to push him back. You have to take space as much as possible. So he goes here. Now Tendrinial, what should we do next? We should get closer to that king with our king and rook. So what's the next step? Can we get the rook closer, Tendrinial? Can we get the king closer? King cannot go closer. Why can't he go close? Try to get the king this side, Tendrinial. Black king is here, right? What are we trying to do here? We're trying to get our king and rook closer to his king. So get the king there, closer. So what move to play? Just get your king somewhere closer to that king. So what move can the king play right now?
King to
Huh?
4d.
So yeah, exactly. You get your king closer. Things will not happen by itself. We have to make it happen. So now he goes here. Let's ask Saksham. What's the next move? Black is still in that side, but now only 2 lines for him. So we've reduced his space by a lot.
Go e4.
King
No, sorry,
e4.
king to e4.
Yeah, king e4, correct. He moves here. Yogit, next move for white. Then Rinial, focus. Think about the next move. When he's thinking, you can also think and be ready. We have to get closer, Yogit. Take more space. Restrict him. Push him that side. Yes, then Rinial.
King 2, 3.
King can't go next to a king, then Rinial. How is that possible? King cannot go next to another king. That is illegal, na, Yogit?
Sir, rook to e3.
Exactly. Rook to e3. Get closer. Now he is only down to last 6 squares. Black space is only 6 squares. Let's say he goes here. Veer Vikram.
Rook to f3.
Yeah. Take more space. Now he is down to last 4 squares. He goes here. Section.
King to e3.
Okay. I go here. Yogit.
Excuse me.
One sec. Yes. Hold on.
But also now the king is restricted to go to rook to f2.
Nah, 4 squares.
Sir,
Yogit.
rook to f2.
So what will your opponent do after rook f2? What do you think? Where will black move?
g3.
And is it okay? Fine. Then why are we playing the move? You're making the same mistake again. Before you make a move, think about what your opponent will do. Don't get tempted by the move so much that you play it and then just sit. Make the move after you're sure about opponent's next move. This is the same mistake again. King will go up and then you have to run again all the way up. So we'll just be running up and down with our rook. So we have to be sure about our move. Right now he's down to last 4 squares. After working so hard, we pushed him here. Now if you make a silly move, again you'll have to work hard.
Yes,
So
sir.
we should not waste our work done. 50 moves without a capture or a pawn move is a draw. So if you keep running over the board, it will become a draw after 50 moves.
Like this, I also one day doing the all in class. I also got draw.
50 moves without a capture or a pawn move means no progress is being made. That will be a draw. So if you keep doing this for 50 moves without a checkmate, it will be a draw. So rook f2 is the worst move in the position. We don't want to do it.
Yes, sir.
I'll give one more chance for Yogit. Can you find out the move for white? What should white do?
Sir, king to e2.
Exactly. Just stay in the same position. Don't let him escape. Stay there calmly. Yes.
If we move to f2, then the king will regain 12 squares.
Yeah. There will be a lot of space. Okay. So now he has to go either this side or this side. Let's say I go here. Veer Vikram, what's the next? 10 Rinial, please keep the cushion down. That's not a toy. Please keep it down here. Okay. And Veer Vikram.
It is rook to f2.
Yeah. Now we play rook f2. Right? Now king has only got 2 squares. Now what will we do here, Saksham?
King to
Huh.
f1.
Okay. And what will black do after that, Saksham, according to you?
Nothing.
So checkmate.
No, stalemate.
I am asking why are you taking somebody else's chance? So before you make the move, when you're about to finish a game, stalemate has to be in the back of your mind. You're totally forgetting about stalemate. King f1 is a draw, na? Done. You know there's nothing. That means it's stalemate, right? So we did all this to draw the game. If you did all this to draw the game in the beginning itself, you can give up your rook, na? Draw. Insufficient material. So we have to be careful when you're about to finish a game. Stalemate will make all your efforts go in vain. The win becomes a draw because of one mistake. So what is the correct move, Yogit? What should Saksham play here for white instead of the stalemate? So we've got him on the last line. Now get closer. Think about how to give checkmate. For that you have to get closer. So what is the move for white? Wait, Veer. Yogit. No?
Sir,
Yeah.
king to f3.
Exactly. You get the king to f3. Make sure he has at least one square to move. Then there will be no stalemate.
Yes.
When you're one second, when you're making a move at the end, make sure your opponent king has at least got one. That's the way to avoid stalemate. Now he goes here.
Sir, then
What?
we play
Huh.
king to g3.
3. Right?
Yes.
He moves his king, and now
Then rook to
Yeah.
f1.
yeah, checkmate. This is how we do the rook checkmate. So for that you have to push the king to the last line and then get to that checkmate position. I'll ask one question to Veer Vikram. Imagine the position was this. You're white to play. Now how will you get checkmate?
So first we can move the rook to any square in the f file except
Yeah.
for f1.
Yeah.
And
So
then-
basically we want to make this king move and then we want to come here and give checkmate. So what do? We just wait anywhere on the f file.
Or
And
also the second
and
rank.
when the king moves, checkmate.
Yes, sir. We can also move it anywhere on the
No, we cannot. How can you move anywhere on the second rank? He will just stay there. Huh? If you move anywhere on the second rank in this position, I'll move the king.
Oh, yeah.
Then there's no checkmate. You have to again run. So you have to make sure king has only 2 squares, not all the squares. So rook is here. He has only 2 squares. Let him have only 2 squares. You move the rook anywhere on that file, he will move checkmate. So this is the way to do the rook checkmate when you just have one rook. Just like the queen checkmate, except you cover the last line, king covers the squares in front. So now we'll start